My name is Lawrence, but most people just call me Larry. I'm 82 years old now, and there's a number I keep coming back to when the house gets quiet at night. $100,000. That's about what I gained over a lifetime of promotions, and it's about what it cost me, too. I'm not telling this because I want sympathy. I'm telling it because I don't have much time left, and some truths don't ask permission before they surface. Most days I sit in the same chair by the window. The light comes in softer now, or maybe it's just my eyes. I think about how long it took me to realize that nothing is waiting at the end to explain your life to you. You either understand it before it's over, or you don't. I spent most of my adult life believing I was doing the responsible thing. I worked hard, I showed up early, I stayed late. I told myself I was building something solid, something respectable. At the time, it felt like the right path. I was 24 when I got my first real job. Nothing glamorous, a desk, a phone, a tie that never quite fit right. I remember my father shaking my hand like I'd just crossed some invisible line into adulthood. The company was small back then. You could see the top from where you stood. They told me if I kept my head down and proved myself, there'd be room to move up. That sounded like security. That sounded like a future. I met my wife not long after. She laughed easily. Not loud, just honest. We talked about simple things, where we might live, how many kids we might have. Back then, time felt wide, like there was plenty of it to rearrange later. When the first promotion came, I celebrated by buying a better suit. I remember thinking, this is how it starts. More responsibility, more hours, more importance. I told her it was temporary, just until I proved myself again. Temporary is a dangerous word. It stretches quietly. It convinces you that everything you're missing can be collected later. By my 30s, work had a rhythm. Early mornings, late evenings, dinner sometimes cold, sometimes skipped. I'd come home tired and talk about deadlines instead of days. Our first child learned to walk while I was at the office. I saw it on a grainy home video later that night. I remember smiling, saying how amazing it was. I don't remember sitting down. I missed school plays, not all of them, just enough. Always for a good reason. A meeting that couldn't wait. A project on the line. Each time I promised I'd make the next one. My wife stopped asking me to come home early. That didn't happen all at once. It just faded, like a habit that no longer worked. By the time I was 40, I was respected at work. People listened when I spoke. My name was on doors now. I told myself this was what providing looked like. We took vacations, but I was never really gone. I checked in. I stepped away for calls. I thought being reachable made me reliable. I didn't see what it made me absent from. The raises added up, 10% here, 5% there. Over decades, it came out to about 100,000 more than I would have made otherwise. That number used to make me proud, but money is quiet when you're old. It doesn't talk back. It doesn't sit with you when the house empties out. The damage wasn't loud. There was no explosion. No single moment where everything cracked open. It was erosion, small pieces washing away while I was busy elsewhere. My kids grew independent without me noticing the transition. They stopped needing my help. Then slowly, they stopped expecting my presence. My wife and I learned how to talk around each other. Logistics, schedules, practical things. We were efficient. We were distant. I told myself we'd reconnect once things slowed down. Once I reached the next level, once the pressure eased. Pressure never eases on its own. It just waits for you to collapse or walk away. The turning point wasn't dramatic. It rarely is. I was 61 when my wife got sick. Not suddenly. Just enough to change the shape of our days. Doctor visits replaced plans. Silence filled the spaces where conversations used to be. One afternoon, sitting in a hospital room, she asked me why I looked so tired. I told her it had been a long career. She nodded. She didn't argue. She passed away less than a year later. There were things we never finished saying, not because we avoided them, because we assumed there'd be more time. After the funeral, people talked about my work ethic, how dedicated I'd been, how much I'd accomplished. I remember standing there thinking, none of this tells you who I was to her, or to my kids, or to myself. Retirement came quietly. No parade, no real send-off. A few handshakes, a plaque I put in a drawer. The days stretched out in front of me, finally empty. That was when the weight arrived, not all at once, just enough to settle in. I tried to reconnect with my children. We're polite, we're kind, but there are gaps you don't cross just because you have free time now. They have their own lives, they should. I just wasn't as present in the chapters that mattered most. That's the part no one prepares you for. Success doesn't fail loudly. It just doesn't stay with you. I can't fix what's gone. I can't replay afternoons I missed or conversations I postponed. I can't be younger with the people who aged without me. What's gone is gone. Not because I was cruel, but because I was busy. If you're listening to this, I don't want you to feel afraid. I just want you to notice the trade-offs you're making before they harden into facts. I wish I'd known that promotions don't remember you. Titles don't visit you. They don't ask how your day was when the house goes quiet. I wish I'd understood that being needed at work isn't the same as being irreplaceable in life. One ends the moment you leave. The other only ends if you never build it. I'm not telling you to quit your job or make grand changes. I'm telling you that presence has a cost, too, and it's usually worth paying. If this meant something to you, you don't have to act on it dramatically. Just notice where your attention goes. That's usually where your life is happening. As for me, I'll keep sitting by the window. I'll keep remembering honestly. I'll make peace with what I chose, even if I wouldn't choose it again. There isn't much time left now, but there's enough to tell the truth. And sometimes, that's all you can do at the end.